Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So the other day I was fingerboarding and I just got my Black River brick ledge, and the brick is really fun, but it doesn't slide very well. And I thought to myself, people who fingerboard and skateboard put wax on their ledges and rails to make your board slide better. But with surfing, you put wax on your board to make it more grippy. I don't know which one makes more sense. Does it make more sense to put wax on something to make it more slippery or more grippy? I don't really know. So today, I'll be answering the question nobody asked for, but I just thought about it. And that is what happens if you put wax on a fingerboard. So when I originally set out to do this video, I thought to myself, what if I have a board that doesn't even have grip tape on it? And then you put wax on it, see if you can do tricks. But then I realized that I actually wouldn't really have that much grip at all. I mean, I'll just do a little test on the board to see what it feels like. I'm gonna take this board, strip the grip tape off, and then see what it's like to put wax on it. When I made this board, I was testing out different types of clear coat to put on the board, and this clear coat, I put it on, and it kind of wasn't setting, and it was kind of just like not really getting hard. So I thought, what happens if I put it in an oven? Maybe it'll like cure it and it'll go really hard. But it actually ended up bubbling like this, and it gives it a pretty cool like matte texture to it. But there's also a lot of bubbles in it, so I don't really care about this board, so let's peel the grip tape off. We are missing one bolt, but that is okay. So I have two different types of wax here. I have this wax, and this is my compound that I use for making my fingerboard wax. So this actually, I don't know whether this is gonna make it more grippy or more slippery. And then here I just have a part of a candle that I took apart. By take apart, I just mean break a candle. But let's test both and see which one gives us the most grip. I'm a professional, I watched a video on this. I'm pretty sure you wanna go like zigzag across like that. And then a little bit more on this side to make it more grippy. I'm pretty sure that's how you do it. Alright, so first impressions, just feeling this. It's definitely more grippy than over here. Like where I haven't waxed it, it's definitely more grippy. So now let's test this wax on this side. Those are pretty close, but I would say that just like the plain candle is more grippy. The Lego wax is kind of grippy, but it's just not quite there. This is still pretty much like no grip at all. Like the only ollie I can do is when you like shuffle back a lot just so you can keep it on. Yeah, that is pretty much no grip. So just putting straight wax onto a board, that's not really gonna do anything. So now I'm going to see what happens if you like rub wax into your grip tape. So this is foam grip tape, and just plain, it is already pretty grippy. But what happens if we add the magical substance to it? So grip tape just by itself, it's already pretty grippy stuff, and you don't really need to add anything to it to make it more grippy. Every so often you might want to take some tape and just clean it to make it better. But what happens if we add wax to it? That's actually kind of like tearing my grip tape up a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's little particles of my grip tape on the wax. It's supposed to go the other way around. There's supposed to be this on that, not that on this. All right, but let's continue and see what we get. Let's add a little bit of this on there as well. I just want to say something before you guys all start commenting saying I did it wrong. I'm obviously not using surfing wax. Obviously the right surf wax might have better results, but I did Google what makes up surfing wax, and it said natural and synthetic wax put together. And I know that this is synthetic wax with maybe something natural in it, but I don't think there's anything like too over the top that makes surfing wax. Surfing wax, I may be wrong, don't really know anything about it, but I just wanted to point that out before you guys start making comments about that in the comments. Now back to putting wax on my board and probably wrecking it. I'm now curious how well tape will actually clean this. Like, will the tape actually be able to get that off? So I haven't touched this at all, so let's see what it's like. I don't have really that high of expectations, but who knows, it might be really grippy. I can't take my fingers off. They're just stuck to the board. You thought. I know you didn't think, but anyways, never mind. Cut the camera. Never mind. So now time to do an actual test, see what this feels like. So just feeling it right off the start, I definitely feel those like little kind of grains of wax, and it definitely makes it less grippy. I'm just gonna see if I can brush any of it off, and then maybe the wax that like went kind of into the pores of the foam, maybe that kind of made a difference. So let's see. I will say one thing, my fingers are very grippy. All right. I actually do feel a bit of a difference here. Like when I pop it up, it definitely has lots of pop, but I wouldn't say it's like super precise pop. Like I have all the pop there, but like I'm kind of either under rotating tricks or over rotating tricks. I mean, that was pretty clean there. Maybe I'm just getting used to it now. I was just trying to do a kick flip, put it there, flipped around like that, but I kind of just did a kick flip and it just did like 9 flips like that, just perfectly, and then it actually was kind of clean, but it was also an accident, so it doesn't count. Let's go! So thoughts and impressions on the grip tape. Does it actually feel more grippy? Yeah, it actually does. I thought it might make it feel a little more grippy, but I thought it would also maybe have a bit of a slippery feel to it. But I actually don't really feel that slippery feel. Something I do feel about it is it feels almost dry. Like it doesn't have that like nice kind of soft moist feeling to it. It's just really kind of coarse and dry. I now just want to see what it'll feel like if we clean the grip tape, because then it might actually be really grippy. I think this actually will make it more grippy now, because then it'll kind of take away all those little particles, but the super fine wax will be kind of worn into the grip now, making it maybe more grippy. I'm not gonna lie, that actually made a really big difference. Just getting rid of all those fine wax particles really made a big difference with this. And also because my grip tape is pretty like torn apart now from just putting the wax on. Now that the wax is actually gone, this is actually really grippy. And I actually think that is to do with the wax as well, because I definitely still feel like some kind of residue of the wax. Like if I take my other hand that hasn't touched the wax and touch this, it definitely is like a bit grippy. So this actually did make a pretty big difference. So should you do this? Absolutely not. Yeah, don't do this, please. It's not that it doesn't work, it just doesn't work well enough that you should do this. Now my grip tape is kind of torn up a bit and it doesn't really feel a whole lot better than when we started. But does it feel that little bit better? It actually does. That is the one part that actually kind of surprised me, is that this actually kind of does feel better. So this answered the question nobody asked about what happens if you put wax on grip tape. Answer is not really anything exciting, but still pretty cool. And if you're like me and have random ideas that you just wonder, what would happen if you actually did that? You might want to consider joining the Discord, because that'll make your brain think a whole lot more. But seriously though, if you have an idea that you've just wondered, what happens if I do that? But you don't want to do it, leave a comment down below if you want to see me do that in a video, or join the Discord, put it in the video ideas section, because you guys have probably thought of some pretty strange ideas. This should just become a series, like testing strange things my viewers have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like on this video. You don't have to, but the like button is down there if you want to hit it anyways. Social media links are not over there. They are down in the description down below. One video down there, another one down there, and the subscribe button is right over there for if you are unsubscribed, because 81% of you are unsubscribed. So it would really mean a lot if you guys could subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.